Hello, you glorious MA people. Now, firstly, again, I just want to say your performances and your plays were just incredible. You should be really proud of your work. I know I was, but it was so freaking awesome. Well done. Now then, I'm here today to talk to you about the cabarets. I know, right? Just the mention of the word sparks thunder and lightning and all kinds of scared emotion. But honestly, I assure you, I think you're going to have a ball. I think you're going to absolutely love it. I'm not here to talk about the written stuff because I will lose brain cells if I go on about that. So I'm here to just basically kind of give you some tips, some heads up, ideas, plans, stuff to think of. If you've already got your cabaret sorted, then you can just end this video right now and just take a look at what's playing on the hit top UK 40s. Got a rolled. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, cabarets. So I don't know how much Scott's discussed with you. We were thinking about like getting me in and doing a talk, but just in case I'm not available, I thought, you know what, I will do. I'll just do a video. Now be warned, if I spend long periods of time looking down, I'm not doing anything weird. I assure you. I've just written all my notes on the world's smallest piece of paper. It's quite see-through, so right now I don't even know what I've written. So we'll start at the beginning. Big question to ask yourself when you're pulling all the cabaret together and you're creating it. What inspires you? I went into a slight bit of detail earlier when I was last in. I said, find songs that excite you, that get you off your chair, and if you start dancing in the middle of your room or you start just kind of doing some sort of witchcraft dance, I don't know what you do, but if it starts exciting you or is inspiring you, do it. It's exactly the same with a cabaret. If you find a theme that really inspires you, well then play with it. Word association. Say it over and over again, develop some new ideas. One thing I did find very, very useful was to carry a little notebook around with me. It doesn't even have to be about the cabaret. It can just be about anything, really. You can always jot down an idea, draw a picture, and you never know. Inspiration might come from that. Yeah, what word, when it's mentioned, pricks your ears and get you passionate. Now, one thing I did when creating my cabaret was, when I hear the word cabaret, a little bit like you, I kind of panicked a little bit. So the way I dealt with it was, you are creating a show. You're creating a show. Now, personally, I do have experience with the Fringe, especially Edinburgh Fringe. Performed there before, so in my mind I was like, I'm not doing a cabaret, I am doing an Edinburgh Fringe show. I know what I'm doing with the whole production thing. And folks, if you do want to have a few pointers from the Edinburgh Fringe, you can always go on their website. They have basically multiple guidebooks of how to put on a show. I can't remember the name. I think it's like, so you want to do your own solo show. That's always a good one to look up. Oh, by the way, if anyone hasn't been to the Edinburgh Fringe, please go. It's so good. The only way I can describe it is basically, you're Alice and Edinburgh's Wonderland. That's really, I can, like 3,100 shows, I think, a year in one city. Now, one thing that I found terrifying doing cabarets was being me. And oh god, it's so awful. No, it is scary. I'm not gonna lie, it is bloody, terrifying. But bringing you to the show actually does add a little bit of flavour. We want to see the theme, we want to see what inspires you, but also we want to learn just a little bit about you. So if you have a connection with your theme, so for example, my first connection with my theme, which was villains, was Disney films. So I did a little bit of interaction with the audience. I asked them what their favourite Disney villain was and how I found my favourite Disney villain, which is Scar. And I kind of went from there. So work the theme with you. I think the rules haven't changed. It's still 50 minutes to like an hour and 10 minutes for the cabaret. Yeah, that was one of the big fears. Oh my gosh, that is a lot of time. Well, think about it this way. If you wanted to do 10 songs, okay, let's say 10 songs. Let's say on average, cuts without cuts, a song's about 3 minutes. Yeah, let's say 3 minutes. So if you've already got 10 3-minute songs and your cabaret's 50 minutes, I mean, you've already got more than half the show completed. By the way, the talk bits, the point A's, the point B's, that's all they are. You know, you could find anything to talk about. Again, your life, your connection with the theme, your connection with the song. Um, whilst I remember that, there is a phenomenal book, and really, it gives you guidelines, it gives you secrets, it gives you tidbits. It's called Cabaret Secrets by Gary Williams. I kid you not, it was like a holy Bible. Get me through cabaret planning. So yeah, that book, a notebook, pen, obviously, unless you do psychokinesis, you know. Anyway, shut up, Simon. Songs. Again, I'm just repeating myself. Find songs that you are passionate about and actually fit in with the theme. I picked a very kind of specific song. Of course, I picked the villain song. So I kind of worked on a storyline as well. So I found that the songs could actually work in with that storyline. So yeah, by the way, you can have a storyline to this. Gabby, one of the students from last year, she did a murder mystery involving, oh my goodness, I think it's about 4 or 5 characters, and of course, there's only 4 songs right there. It's a murder mystery, which everyone is familiar with. So yeah, maybe do a storyline. See what happens. You never know. Now we get onto the now we get onto the production side. Venue. Now, I did mine at the Bread and Roses Theatre, which is about a few minutes walk from, I think it's Clapham North. Yeah, it's a kind of South London. Wandsworth. Oh my gosh, I always get this wrong. Either Wandsworth Town or Wandsworth Road. And Bread and Roses, they don't charge you a single penny. All they ask is that they have a 50-50 split with you at box office. Also, they do have a large following. They have like a following of about, I think it's about 2,000 to 5,000. They're following on Instagram and Facebook. So it might be an idea to check out Bread and Roses. Like I said, it literally cost me nothing. The only thing they really ask, again, 50-50 split. Also, they ask for your own technician, because it's an actual, well, check it out, it's an actual theatre. So it's a raised platform, it's 3 meters by 4 meters, so yeah, so it's 4 meters and then 3 meters that way. Hello, dog. So yeah, 3 to 4 meters. It has its own lighting rig, it has its own sound desk at the back. So if you can get a technician and a front of house, 50% split, that's Bread and Roses. It is a really nice space though, I'm not gonna lie. It's about 50 people? Yeah, about 50, 55, 60 people, somewhere about that margin. And again, they do help with advertising. So I think about like a week, 2 weeks, they start kind of basically kind of advertising that you're coming up soon. Also, whilst we're on the subject of social media, hashtags. I cannot stress to you how important hashtags are. If you ever promote anything about your cabaret, put on a little hashtag. Make your own Instagram page, make your own Facebook page for this, make your own Twitter account, separate of course, and just hashtag the hell out of everything. Hashtag your show name, hashtag the theatre, at the theatre, so, and they will reshare. I think personally I might have bugged them a couple of times, because I remember I was hashtagging and atting the theatre sometimes 3 times a day, and it worked. I think it's called Free Ones or the Audience Club. Get them involved as well, Because, yeah, I think the free ones is a special charity that offers free tickets to NHS workers. So, again, that will put bums on seats as well. And, of course, I know all of you are going to support each other in your cabarets. I will try my very best to come to each of your cabarets. I can't promise, but I will try my very best because I kind of really freaking love cabaret. Posters, leaflets, flyers. There is nothing greater in the world than using a phone camera and a few filters. I kid you not, it literally makes the world of difference. For example, my poster right here, that was literally used with a phone camera, filters, and good old Microsoft Paint. So, yeah, advertisement, phone cameras, filters, be imaginative. The reason I say that is that Kathy was one of our examiners, and she has a really good eye for detail, so and really good eye for visual. So just bear in mind. Usual skills. So what I mean to say is, if you can dance, maybe put a bit of dance in there. If you can do puppetry, maybe do a bit of puppetry. If you can do mime, do a little bit of mime. That's the beauty about this. It doesn't... yes, it is a cabaret, but the points from song to song can be whatever you want. As long as it tells a story, and as long as you're being you, then you can play around with it as much as I did. In my cabaret, of course, for some of you who do know me, I'm a keen makeup artist. Also, I do a lot of clowning, I love a bit of mime, and you can actually bring in elements of theatre. So if anyone's watched my cabaret, I tried in each song to use different elements of theatre. I used lighting, I used sound, I used prop, I used mask, I used costume, all to tell a story. A good way to think about it is each song is its own miniature, glorious show. Of course, come together, it's going to be one terrific show. So one of the examiners actually I don't know if he's going to be examining next year, I don't know. But he really liked that I used a kind of head mic. The reason for this is the microphone stand, it can cause a bit of a barrier between the audience and you. Believe me, it wasn't at cabarets, but I've been to many stand-up clubs, and you can literally see the comedian is white-knuckled, holding up to that microphone stand. It can cause a wall. Also, with a head mic, you've got free movement. If any of you want to involve dance in your cabarets, then you have hands free, body parts are free. All you need to worry about is just making sure the mic tape, the mic tape sticks to the back of the neck, and you know like that. Now, I'm pretty sure Scott's already told you, you don't have to do it in London. You can do it wherever you want. I don't know where Claire from last year did it, but I know she had this glorious venue. There was like I think it was like sea and like sand and sun. There was definitely sun. I definitely remember it was sun, and it was on this kind of wooden promenade thing. It looked gorgeous. Yeah, so check out fringe venues. I know that the Guildford Fringe, which is literally just a train hop from London Waterloo, they do a fringe festival. I think it's only £50 registration to kind of get everything going. Yeah, I think it's £50 registration, and then it's been years since I've done Guildford, but no, check out fringes because they do help you with marketing at the same time. They help you with venue, they help you with marketing. I think they help you with a technician, but then again, that's extra cost as well. Your MDs. I was very lucky enough to have Dean, and of course, we all know that Dean is a goddamn freaking superhero. However, the week of the cabaret, I made one fatal modern day mistake. I assumed he had a keyboard. Dean does not have a keyboard, ladies and gentlemen. So if you can find a friend to lend you a keyboard, Of course, with the pedal and the music stand and all the power cables and everything like that. Just make sure, whoever your MD is, find out if they have a keyboard or not. It will cause you so much less stress. I really assure you. Oh, one more thing. Bread and Roses, because it's basically a free charge venue, you do get a lot of the Edinburgh Fringe shows wanting to put on previews about I'd say all throughout July. Because of course they're trying to get reviews in and they're trying to get, their camera shots in, a little bit of publicity so they can have a really good sell-out run at the Edinburgh Fringe. So make sure, actually yeah, make this number one thing. Make this number one thing after ending this video. Go and find your venue. Or book up Bread and Roses, because those slots fill up quickly. On average, they do about 2 shows a night, and that's on the Sundays and Mondays. Yeah, Sundays and Mondays. No, it's only one on Sunday. Sunday is 9 o'clock, because they got a live band about 5:30, 6ish, and they play for a few hours. And then they do 7:30 to 8:30. And then there's a half an hour change. And then I think they do a late show, like 9 o'clock till 10 o'clock. It is going to be stressful, but honestly, you are going to have the best time doing it. You're going to have the best time performing it. It's liberating. It is so liberating creating something from scratch. And once it starts all coming together, you can chat about this in a song, chat about that in a song, chat about this in a song. It'll all start coming together and it will be a phenomenal show. Now, if anyone would like any more help, tips, pointers, or always meet up for a tea, then I'm mostly free and we can have a little chat. And if you're worried about anything, honestly, do not hesitate to come and reach me. And I'll give you as much help as I possibly can, okay? Anyway, enjoy the creation, take care, and whatever your musical is, I look forward to seeing it, and good luck with your cabarets. Bye-bye, my darlings.